Pretty much all the headlines right now are about Joaquin Phoenix and his mesmerizing Oscar-worthy performance in the new Joker movie. So much so that everyone has forgotten about the actor who portrayed the same role not long ago. Yes, I'm talking about Jared Leto, and it seems like he's not happy with the situation either. He even tried to stop Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie. Stay with me to find out why Jared went this far. So when the movie Suicide Squad was released, a highly anticipated movie turned into a national disaster that received so many negative reviews from critics and people. Who would have thought that the movie we all were waiting for would turn into such a disappointment? Even David Ayer, the director, was not very satisfied with his own work. But when the new Joker came out, it was so well received that the audience forgot about the whole disaster that happened in Suicide Squad, which meant it definitely was the end of Jared Leto's Joker. Because it is Joaquin Phoenix we are talking about, man. Of course, his performance will be the end of the rest of the Jokers. All this aside, to be honest, something was strange to me. Why would they change the Joker from Jared Leto to Joaquin Phoenix? Why didn't they go with Leto, who had portrayed the character first in 2016? Apparently, Warner Brothers wasn't that thrilled with Leto's behavior, nor was the director. The fact was that Suicide Squad was never really his movie. Like, it was not supposed to be a Joker movie in the first place. But he was trying to invent a place for himself in the film, which backfired in the end. As we all know, Jared did do some crazy things, such as sending a live rat to Margot Robbie or gifting bullets to Will Smith. And he also sent a dead pig to the set of the rehearsal. That was his way of getting into the character, but it was also one of the main alleged reasons why he didn't get the role in the new Joker movie. As I mentioned before, seemingly the director was not happy with his techniques either, as in the final cut of the movie, Jared's Joker only got about 10 minutes of screen time. His role was more like a cameo than anything else. Jared's unhappiness with not being able to show more of his own version of Joker got to the point that when he found out about the new movie, he did something completely out of control. He was so infuriated with the fact that Warner Brothers had moved on to a new Joker movie without him that he tried to stop the project. Considering that he thought Warner Brothers was going to keep their promise and make his own Joker movie for him, he somehow had some right to be pissed. According to Hollywood Reporter, once Leto found out about the project, he complained to his agent at CAA and asked his music manager Irving Azoff to contact the leaders of Warner Brothers to kill the project. Even though the claims were denied, we know that Azoff and Leto are no longer together since then, so maybe they're not that wrong after all. Jared was not the only person who was worried about the Joker's new movie. Warner Brothers executives were actually not sure about the dark tone and the more violent view of the movie, so even though they approved the budget, it was only for $55 million, which is a very low budget in comparison to the other comic book movies. Just to give you an idea, Suicide Squad had a budget of $175 million. Rumors have it that with this low budget, they hoped that Phillips would get frustrated and abandon the project, but we all know that this didn't happen. Seems like Jared's behavior cost him a fortune, since he's not even part of the new Warner Brothers' upcoming DC movies spin-offs like Birds of Prey, which is the Harley Quinn-centered movies, or James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, which is to be released in 2021. Or maybe this is for the best, you know? How do you play the role of the Joker after the jaw-dropping performance that Phoenix had given? And even if we don't think about this new performance, the bar was set pretty high by the unforgettable performance that Heath Ledger gave back then. I feel from all of this, the only method Jared has taken away is the crazy behavior behind the scenes. I know he's an Oscar winner, but some roles are just not meant to be for some actors. Don't you think so? None of the things that are mentioned above are confirmed by Jared himself or the whole team of the production, so we cannot say that it all happened for sure. But from where I'm standing, there's a high possibility. What do you guys think? Do you believe that Warner Brothers had to go with Jared Leto instead of Joaquin Phoenix? Let's talk about that in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with Curiosips. Until next time.